Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns, where today we have another scintillating meeting of book club. But first, Peter Parker wants some attention. I assume this is going to turn out to be about Venom. It's gotta be, right?
Hey, you mind checking in with Eddie? Whatever happened with Mephisto has him especially bummed.
Why not talk to him yourself?
Because I want him to cheer up?
Of course. I will speak with him.
Thanks. Oh, and don't tell him I asked. Wouldn't want to spoil his mood any further.
Well, that's very nice of you, Peter. Eddie is... where the fuck? My man is all the way out at Hunter's Folly? Alright, well, hold on a second. Oh, actually, I don't have anything left to burn in the bowl, do I? What's
Mephisto
happening?
Doesn't look that tough. And how much do you think he benches?
You seem frustrated. If you need to vent, I could hold the punching bag while you hit it.
Nah, I can't take everything out on Peter.
That is not what I...
Yeah, I know what you meant. Sorry, Hunter. Didn't mean to bite your head off. Honestly, I feel like I'm the one who's getting used as a punching bag right now.
Mephisto is getting to you?
For starters. Yeah, don't forget about Lilith. And with these vampires, feels like everyone's forming a line.
That is a lot.
Your mother controlled me. She took away my free will. Now Mephisto has me under his thumb. I'm tired of being someone's puppet.
You are angry, and you should be. Channel it. Use it to fuel the battles ahead.
Yeah, I got no shortage of fuel, so don't worry. But I get your point. My symbiote is a great companion, but makes it hard for me to think straight when I get worked up. You know, I always thought of myself as the lethal protector. I can be the bad guy if it means protecting the innocent, but Mephisto has me all twisted up. It makes me think I can't even do that.
Sounds like the only thing left to do is teach Mephisto not to mess with the Midnight Suns.
All right. I can get on board with that.
I feel like we've done that already.
I was actually thinking about that already. You ever heard of the legendary spear of Perseus? No, not the fabled hero who beheaded Medusa, but the real-life Macedonian king. A book in the library says he possessed a god-forged spear that made him invincible. Something like that might kill Mephisto.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, that sounds fictional.
If Perseus was invincible, what happened to him?
Oh, his territory was eventually conquered by the Romans. But I'm sure that's only because the spear had been stolen before then.
You really believe a blade like this still exists?
Well, yeah, it's indestructible. It's gotta be somewhere.
Fair point.
You should speak to Caretaker or Doctor Strange.
No, just
I'm
Doctor
sure
Strange.
they could offer details about the spear you would find enlightening.
Are you saying that I can't trust my own sources? Those party poopers would just tell me that chasing after the spear is a fool's errand. But, okay, I see what you're getting at. I'm taking the screwball approach to things like I always do. But still, I have to do something. Give me some time to think.
Alright, anyway, let's ping pong from that to book club. Nice to see Agatha's getting some hangout time in.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
Hi, Peter.
After you.
Peter, do you need something else? Did I read the book? I really don't. I feel like I didn't read the book. I don't know.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I appreciate that delivery.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
If you haven't already, you should.
I did.
You good?
A little slow on the uptake there, Blade.
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
Well, I do think our take on the Hunter probably does believe this. Yeah, I think this is a reasonable thing to say.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer,
In so
is
many
that
ways.
an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
Also, I
I
fucked
learned
Custer
more
one
about
time.
George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dust. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his
I didn't
army.
do that, by the way.
He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
So this is the exact opposite of the thing we just said. Well, I guess it's not the exact opposite. There's space between these, but conceptually they're certainly in the same direction.
This George Washington reminds me of you.
You'd better not say it's the hair.
No, you keep counsel at Central. Once you make up your mind, you assign missions to the rest of us.
Leads like George Washington. I'll take it.
That's literally just a
More
description
than
of what it
anyone
is
else
to
the
be in
book,
command.
Washington believed
okay.
true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title.
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice.
Doesn't stop
I
him
have to
from
show
doing
that
it.
Putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
It cannot be as simple as you make it sound.
Oh, it never is. It's a constant struggle, and you won't always see eye to eye. Still, I find it's absolutely worth the effort. Leadership you can gain, but trust, that you have to earn. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan #5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
Sounds rad.
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
Is that the kind of thing that Logan's into, generally? I guess I don't know a lot about his reading habits. I've not read that much Wolverine stuff in the comics.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
He says that. I don't think that evidence bears that out, though.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
It is weird that he joined. I'll give her that.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would?
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You welcomed a resurrected demon slayer into your life. Now we read books together.
Can't argue with that. When you first joined, I wanted you to keep an open mind about book club. I owe Logan the same courtesy you showed me.
Good call.
You leaving?
I should leave.
Later then.
I would definitely rather have another Brooklyn handshake. Oh, we got Logan's book club outfit. I am tempted to make him walk around in that. I do have a key. We should probably spend it on an orange thing. Okay. I mean, 33 credits is better than any amount of gloss or anything. And with that, I think we're probably good for the night, right? I don't think we have any particularly pressing business.
What if she's not ready? We ask for too much of her sometimes.
I don't want to make her do anything she's not ready for either. But we all know she's the only one who can face him.
Is there anyone else here who has the power to do it? Nico, you're a badass blood witch. What about you?
I might not be packing as much firepower in the magic department as we're gonna need. Hate to say it, but she is more powerful than me. Like, way more powerful. Plus, she knows what we're dealing with firsthand. It's gotta be her.
What if she doesn't want to? We shouldn't make her.
Then one of us needs to convince her.
I'll speak to her. When the time is right,
If you think she's up to it.
we will see.
So, is it settled? Meeting over?
Yes, Robbie, you're excused. You can go back to playing video games.
Rad. Because I'm about this close to finally leveling up.
Bet you cannot do it before Cathoni eats your controller.
Oh, you know what, Magic? You're on.
What the hell video game is he supposed to be playing? Like, the video game stuff is so generic and weird. And, you know, you expect it from, like, a TV show that was probably written by a person who doesn't play video games or whatever. But here, in a video game, I don't know. I was just expect a little bit more specificity. I get that they're still, like, they're trying to be funny, but it really feels like they're trying to be funny in a way that mimics, well, bad TV writing, like I said. All heroic combat cards. You know what? That could be pretty good, actually. If we open with, like, a Blade Storm in hand, that could be pretty solid. All right. Lots of injuries healed. I'm allowed to blow myself up again without any real consequence. Always fun. So we did pull an intel cache. Not that I particularly wanted one.
Status
what's going
report
on?
on the evac.
Hulk tore out the bridges. Roads are gone. No evac happening.
We'll get you additional air support. We can fly people out.
That's a negative. Our orders have changed. We're taking a more aggressive stance to secure the country.
Secure? You mean you're taking on the Hulk?
Roger that. Our squad is moving into position now.
No, I told Fury not to launch an assault on Hulk. They're gonna get slaughtered. Listen, Agent, whatever, this is Tony Stark. You have to call off your assault immediately.
The dark forces within Banner are only growing stronger with time. Those men are doomed.
We're now in attack position. We just don't have a visual on the target. Laying down a perimeter.
I'm telling you, get out of there!
Wait, there's movement above. It's Hulk! Oh God, no!
You're telling me all of S.H.I.E.L.D. working together can't put out 1,700 damage per turn? Really? Feels a little ridiculous. Okay, so we just need any filler mission, right? Everything's waiting on a filler mission. So I guess it's still credits that we're most after. Do we have a credits mission available? Ooh, legendary credits. And it's another Nest Mother. Because ain't it always? So, okay. Yeah, well, 4 abilities in the first 3 turns. I think that's pretty unlikely for Cap, but... So we want Captain America and Iron Man on that for sure. So let's go make our other moves. Burning Skies, air combat in World War II. A rocking hit from the Mary Janes we already have multiple copies of. Or, well, we had at least one of before. Now we have multiple copies. Out of curiosity, am I allowed to make more battlefield scanners? No, not yet. Okay.
A successful collaboration.
I guess I could have waited to look. And then... Yeah, double the damage of a hero's next environmental. I mean, there are situations where that might matter. Go ahead. Do it up. So we can't get this yet, but we're going to get credits. I'm working on it.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up?
Let's see some cool Venom cards.
Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Damage each enemy in an area, 10% chance to apply bind. Interesting. Okay, that's pretty good base damage.
Tony's Forge of Mystery can never close.
And you know, we often need like a starter. I actually really like that. Let's re-roll this one. I think we're gonna take both of the Venom cards here. And I guess that's all we really need to do in the Forge for the moment. All right, give us this day our daily violence. Oh yeah, Blade for sure.
I'm ready when you are.
We're getting there with him. We may still get there with him. Aw, my common combat bonus replaced a thing that I think is probably better. And then I don't know that I want to pursue anything else. Gosh, we need so much money to actually max out. Well, one problem at a time. Charlie!
Feeling good today, girl.
This time I get a reward for praising Charlie.
Hello, my sweet girl.
But praising Charlie is reward enough, let's be honest.
I'm going to be replaying that in my head forever.
What's the latest intel? We'll cut through that encryption in no time. Want to read something that'll make you weep? Take
What's on the Shield Exchange? Yes. Without question, I will do that. That's totally good. All right. And then... So we got back our training cost, basically. Or our sparring cost. So what are these new hero ops? Modded epic ability... A pair of modded epic abilities for some Avenger. Who would we want to send on this? Oh, well, it is a level 23 mission, so actually most of the people I would be interested in sending on it can't do it. We could send Venom, even though he's not an Avenger, just to get one modded epic, which honestly... Because, like, if we were going to send an Avenger, I guess Wanda, maybe? Who has the Avenger tag? Because, like, the number of people who have been on the Avengers at some point is really quite large. But, like, Logan probably doesn't... Yeah, Tactics and Mutant. It's interesting that he has got Tactics. So I'm assuming people who have the Avengers tag are people who are on, like... Oh, interesting that Doctor Strange doesn't have it. I was going to say basically, like, people who the movie-going audience would be familiar with as Avengers, but... I don't know. I guess Doctor Strange doesn't count in that. Oh, wait a second. Was Wanda also not? Okay, Wanda's the only one that I would have really been... Yeah, so we'll just send Venom then. Because I don't think I would really care to have anybody else do it.
Ready for some hero work?
So that was this one. I guess there's this other one too that we could send a technical hero on. Do I...
Time I'd take care of these myself.
Who has the technical tag? I really wish it would... It wasn't so many clicks to access people's tags. Oh, that's right. It's just the shop class people. We could send Robbie. Get a couple more Robbie cards. That's fine. Yeah, so...
Got some ops ready for you.
Robbie on this one. Robbie's not level 23. That's fixable. Annoying, but fixable. But this, yeah, this will send Venom out on.
Remember to scratch my back.
Stay out of trouble.
I'm good to go again if you are.
So we have to use this thing to give Robbie the... Yeah, gain level up. Combat bonuses are disabled. Right, but the legendary sword that we picked up was the legendary sword buff an improvement to the functionality of this thing? Because we don't have any ability to just like pick a hero and upgrade them. But it was not clear to me that the functionality of this portal was limited to 1 level per day before. I guess it must be. Anyway, let's just jam Robbie through this real fast and... Yep, that's my squad. Just get him to 23 so that we can put him on the hero op, and then we'll go burn out that Nest Mother garbage real fast. The Nest Mother missions are so weird. They're such a weird bit of balance. Okay. Battle Soulless. He doesn't even have to win. He just has to play enough cards to gain a level. So let's start with some of this stuff, like lashing this guy into the explosives to soften those dudes up. That seems reasonable.
You bring judgment upon yourself.
And then we can kind of do the same thing again, right? That guy gets real low, and then we can pick him off with a Drain Soul. Am I going to play a Hellmouth? Yeah. I don't know where I want to put it exactly. Where would it be most useful? Kind of like back here, probably, near all the guys with high HP. If we're going to play one, we should play one now before we start playing real attacks, so we can make maximum use of our strengthened. And then we're going to... Drain Soul. We get 2 hits of this. I'm going to grab this guy, I think. Because that one we're going to get really low already with a different thing. Yeah. Alright, another hell ride. Don't hate seeing that. So...
I will see all that you have done.
Alright, we can drain soul again. Picking up like one of these two, and also just getting some damage onto other targets around the edge. Can I reach? No, I cannot. So I'd have to hit you second. The hell ride's gonna do 577 already. So we probably want to hell ride like through all of these guys like that. So yeah, it really does feel like a waste to hit you. It's a shame they're sort of like apart the way they are. We'll do some damage to that one too. The damage on this guy is like totally wasted.
You will suffer just as they did.
You know, the pendant stare does okay damage. At this point, I'm gonna redraw the second hell ride, the lesser hell ride. Okay, that's not really what I wanted. Redraw that as well, please. Okay, Hellmouths it is. I don't know that I'm going to be able to hit everybody here. But I guess it doesn't super matter. Most of the enemies are too close to the edge of the map for me to be able to, put the Hellmouth behind them anyway. Ooh, I blocked my ability to hurl that guy into the explosive. Interesting. Well, I can just throw him here, try to put him in the path of the car. Or we could grab this guy instead. Throw him into the path of the thing. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Mindless followers suffer the same fate.
All right. So at this point, how close can I get him to the line with everybody else? I guess I don't want to do an attack that's not going to kill though, because I'm going to lose my card play. So now is the time to like move over to here. And hit some nerds with a car. We're going to discard our hand, but we're going to draw a bunch of cards afterwards, so it's seems fine to me. Yeah, we just hit these three. That's good enough.
Suffer the pain of your victims.
Okay, so oh, I can't quite lash you into each other. That's a real shame.
We will stoke the fires of hell with your soul.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable to do.
Vengeance has come. You doom yourself by association.
Robbie's pretty okay. He's got some power. All right, yeah, just bounce him off some scenery or something.
All serve the mother.
And then I guess we just play another Hellmouth. Alright, so we'll be strengthened now for the duration of the thing, which is nice.
More souls come for judgment.
Oh, friends. You make my life so easy. Let's grab this guy and throw him sort of more into the middle. And then I guess I want to execute it from this side, right? Because the Hellmouths do block the car. So we had to do it from, like, here? Okay. I wasn't quite able to get everybody. I picked up that other guy in the distance. I was going to lose the one I was right next to. There we go. There's the level up, finally. I was starting to wonder if I was ever going to come.
The stench of their sins fills the air.
I can't believe the high health enemies in this group have 3 HP, or have 380 HP. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's lash you over into this dude for the lineup. Just get in there, Robbie. You know, he loves to move fast. That's really all there is to it.
This will be your end.
Alright. And then I'll survive another lash, right? Yeah, narrowly. I do need to do some soul draining, in theory, at some point. Except that, you know, obviously I'm about to end the thing. Alright, let's hell ride these nerds.
Your suffering. This will be your end.
And how'd this guy survive? Alright, well, let's just throw down a Hellmouth somewhere. That'll give me what I need to hell ride again. Okay, hold on, I have to discard something. My drain souls got too expensive. This'll work. Oh, that guy's not actually there. Fair enough, I suppose. It's been a minute since we've seen the old fake enemy routine. Yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm retrying for. Like, I can't actually play almost anything. Sure, a Hellmouth. Why not? Oh, no, that guy does exist. He's just immune to all damage. Interesting. Immune to damage and targeting. Well, I mean, whatever. It's... Yep, return to Abby. As long as I kept the level, it's fine. That's a fun bug, though. That's a new version of that bug. Let's hope that's not one that can occur during missions, because it could, you know, cost you the game. All right. Is Robbie still 23? Yes, cool, good. We got the part that actually matters.
So, when you asked for a Superlink account for Agatha...
It was to send her some amazing things.
Because she was physically,
I don't want to create a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Okay, let's go make some money.
Green rage demon whose name...
Alright, I am confident that those are the correct items. Let's go do it. So we're going to knock this out, hopefully in 2 rounds again. I don't know how the enemies scale. Because, like, enemies scale up over time with our level, right? Making it so the levels kind of don't matter. And in fact, it's just a bunch of, like, wasted nonsense and scaling and systems to make you feel like you're advancing when you're not advancing in any way that actually matters. But I guess I don't know if the monument damage is a percentage of her health or a flat amount of damage, such that at some point she'll scale up to needing 11 monuments destroyed, you know?
That's what we're after?
Okay, well, what do we want to do here? Tactician draws 2 cards. We probably don't need Mark Target. And we certainly don't need this hero combo. Surgical Strike's a little soft, but we can work with this. So, first things first. Let's clear out a couple of the dogs over here.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And I wanted to do this so that I can mindbender this dog and have it kill 2 stones for us. And then... do we want to go Tactician next? I think so, because the 2 cards is a lot of information. We want to know what these 2 cards yield before we do anything else.
That's the stuff.
Okay, quick punch. Some of these things are pretty isolated. Go quick punch this one.
Engaging. You'll have to excuse me if I don't cower in fear.
Okay, Wild Strike is good. Ah, see, she is actually going to survive the destruction of 10. She's going to have 2 HP left. I don't know if that will actually result in... yeah, I'm not sure. But we could drop this thing. I don't think that's a bad play at all, actually. If we drop this thing, it clears another one, it breaks the other guy's shield, and then we can actually do a little bit of damage to her directly. Yeah, I think this is a good use of 2 heroism. Plus, it looks cool when he does it with the shield. I'll tell you what, this would be a really good time for that air superiority. Okay, so... we can just hero combo her face directly. We did not get a lot of ways to pull additional cards. Or additional kills. Like, we didn't draw a ton of quicks, which is a shame. If I Mindbender you, you'll kill the stone and then hit the Nest Mother one time, which seems like a pretty good deal. All right, you're gonna punch Steve. So with one card play left, is the right move? Because we could surgical strike through these two things. We can still, ooh, that is kind of attractive, isn't it? Drop this along this axis. I can't. No, I'd never be able to hit the Nest Mother with the actual post while also hitting a stone. But this is almost as good. And it doesn't cost us a card play. So now all of the enemies that still have targets are targeting the hunter, and we can just last sight or wild strike our way out. How much health do you have? 190? It's a little awkward. Yeah, I think I just last sight the other stone, and we take the win from there.
You were too weak for this fight.
And she is now considerably under half since the dog hit her. So next turn when we clean up stones, it will in fact kill her. All right, don't you heal her. Okay, that could be mildly annoying if we were actually going to have to deal with all the enemies. Okay, all right. Holy shit, the meaningless animations part of the turn is so long. Alright, so let's do some more redrawing. Don't think I actually do want this, even if it's free. I mean, I'm halfway just hoping to draw more Tony cards, right? As things are, we can surgical strike. We have to kill 4 of them is 400 plus. Yeah, so 4 of these things would do it. I'm gonna redraw this. We don't need this. Oh, shield bounce is really good too, actually. Yeah, shield bounce is like very solid.
I'll do that. Fair enough.
All right, so here and here and here.
Let's do it. And still reigning world heavyweight champion.
We've done it. Excellent work.
I'm really pleased that the mission that has the reward we want keeps being the Nest Mother one, because holy shit, those missions are so easy. And a legendary gamma coil. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's effectively just an epic gamma coil because we're not getting legendary cards out of it that we'll actually need, but it's still cool. Every once in a while, you get a mission that gives an epic blueprint, and I wonder if it's possible for those missions to randomly spawn legendary and yield a legendary blueprint in the same way that this one randomly spawned legendary. Okay, do we have anything pressing to do tonight? Can we do a hangout maybe? We can. Oh, Blade hangout, hell yeah. Buddy. Do you enjoy fishing? I have no idea. I know you like outside time. We're gonna take Blade for a walk.
I never used to trust anyone unless they had a rough childhood.
Really?
Don't act so surprised. I'm capable of trusting people.
I meant, why did you feel that way?
Oh, I used to think people with easy childhoods were soft, that they blow over as soon as anything went wrong. I didn't hate them, but I barely saw them as human.
That's how vampires think is kind of a total non sequitur. He says I used to, so I think we'll probably generate more relationship points with him by saying I don't believe that. Also, I don't believe that. There's this thing we do in our culture where we like massively over valorize trauma and suffering. It's not usually actually all that useful for you. Yeah, I don't believe that.
I have met plenty of strong people who had easy childhoods.
It's super weird that that's a light balance point,
Same.
though.
That's part of what convinced me I was full of it. I still catch myself thinking those thoughts, but I've worked to ignore them. Truth is, I never had it easy and was jealous of those who did. Took me a while to figure that out. How about you? Not counting Ileana, your childhood was the roughest of the Midnight Suns. Do you find it harder to trust?
I grew up hunted by my own mother. How could that not make it harder to trust?
I hear you, but you have to trust someone, or you'll never trust anyone. I spent years running away from that lesson. I asked myself a question shortly after I got here. When you have a moment alone, I want you to ask yourself, if you can't trust a team to have your back, what the hell are you even doing here?
Okay, that'd be real deep if we didn't both already know that that's not a problem that either of us have at this point. All right, what do we want to give you? Grossest candy? Probably not. Sketchbook? I don't know. Calming your inner demon? Maybe. He's got a vampire thing going on. Let's try the inner demon book.
Not usually
plus
my
5.
thing, but it could be.
Didn't quite get there. We did unlock another Abby outfit for the hunter, though, interestingly. And I think with that, we are probably done with our evening activities. Nest Mother days are really short. All right, so we have a story mission and a blade mission open right now. I have no idea which one we're going to do first, but let's go do cleanup and stuff.
Yo, it's good to see you.
All good.
So first things first, let's collect... Okay. We got a Hell's Fury and a Hell's Fury. I don't think we're likely to run either of them. We might want to run one card in his deck that can do, like, normal damage, I guess. That's a little bit more interesting.
Sending your friends out to fight isn't...
Yeah, a version of Insatiable Hunger that also draws you a card
but we all know what
is
we signed up
definitely more compelling. What's the Shield Exchange today? An epic blueprint for credits? Yeah, because we can craft more epic blueprints from blue blueprints, and we're not likely to use very many of those, so I will absolutely do this.
Bye.
Okay, let's
hey.
buy some upgrades and stuff. First things first, we definitely want this upgrade.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
We will have the Whisper Web available soon. Upgraded Deadpool ability. We can probably do this as well pretty easily. Forge upgrades before I forget. Now hopefully we can make the good card draw card.
Give me a sec.
I mean the better card draw card. The other one is already pretty good.
This is some of my best work.
Yo, 25% chance to apply bleed is very compelling. Let's redraw
Tony's
slash.
Forge of Mystery. We never close.
Okay. Yeah, 25% a chance to apply bleed is potentially a lot of damage. It's a shame it's so low, but it's still pretty good. And then we'll take another Brooklyn Handshake just so we can do some upgrades on our Brooklyn Handshakes. I think that's pretty reasonable. Hey, item bench. What's the story? Yes, we can build these, and they're not even very expensive. That rules. This card's amazing.
This will do nicely.
All right, we've got a pretty good stock of those now. I'm feeling all right about that. Am I still accumulating gloss very quickly? Yes. Yes, I am. Also, I don't know if y'all saw how much the corner of that book was sticking through the glass. They probably should have considered the shape of the thing when designing the book models, or vice versa. So we can do this now. We're going to get pretty low on money again, but there are some statuses that actually matter. I am going to take this.
Better than nothing.
And we still have enough money to do a training for today at least. Although I might hold off, honestly. We might want to just wait until days where we can do them with Blade or Venom. Because, you know, dollars, relatively thin. What's our next level? We just get more damage for explosives. I mean, those are cool.
Cobwebs or ghosts out here.
So do we have a Deadpool ability we can upgrade on the cheap here? Yeah. I would rather spend heroic essence, so let's do this one. All right, so that's unlocked us another another research, so we can do one tomorrow. And with that, I think we might be all set for taking on the next mission. So, story mission requires Wanda Hunter. Or sorry, what did it give? Credits. Okay, I don't hate that. A legendary amount of credits could be useful. This just gives an artifact. We can probably wait on Venom until after the Transea mission is done. So yeah, that's the plan for next time then. I probably should have checked that before I... Well, we weren't committing anybody to anything anyway today, so I guess it didn't matter. It's not like we could have locked ourselves out of it. So I believe that is going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Those ones always go down so fast. When y'all return next time, tomorrow, we're taking a visit to Wundagore Mountain, a place where only good things ever happen, and always only to the deserving. And we'll see you then.